Good evening, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for October 20, 2023. And in the news this evening, JFJ disappointed in more delays in Mario Dean case, calls for expedition. Jamaicans for Justice says it remains deeply concerned about the unresolved case of Mario Dean. The organization says it is appalled by numerous delays and administrative inaccuracies that have plagued the case for years. Dean, at 31, tragically lost his life in 2014 while in police custody on a marijuana-related charge. JFJ, in a release on Friday, said the delays have resulted in Dean's family being unable to gain much-needed closure on the matter, highlighting that the initial trial date for the officers charged in the matter was set for September 21, 2017. The JFJ says the case has been hampered by at least 10 delays. The Mario Dean case has faced a staggering series of postponements, with no less than 10 delays occurring between 2017 and September 21, 2022. The most recent court hearing on September 25, 2023, resulted in yet another adjournment, pushing the trial to February 27, 2024, the JFJ's statement read. These persistent setbacks have been attributed to a range of administrative lapses, including missing reports, a shortage of eligible jurors, the non-appearance of police personnel, and the flight of the accused inmates. The JFJ says the delays have caused the family members, including Dean's mother, to lose their trust in the justice system. Miss Mercia Fraser, Mario's mother, who was present at every hearing, has lamented that her trust in the justice system has been eroded, the organization said, highlighting that Dean's mother is bemoaning that after 9 years, the family has seemingly only benefited from a run around. The JFJ says it is appealing to the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution to have the matter be moved to Kingston, where it can receive the attention and resources necessary for a fair and a swift trial. JFJ's understanding is that if the matter is moved from the St. James Circuit Court to the Home Circuit Court, there is the likelihood of a better juror turnout, it said. The JFJ is also urging the state to take immediate action to address the issue of juror shortage, which was cited as the latest reason for the delay in the Mario Dean case. While we take note of a promise of a cabinet submission to address the issue of juror stipend, there is need for a broader review of the jury system that would ensure the categories of those who are exempted from jury service are reduced, as well as the provision of comprehensive civic education for civilians. These approaches would broaden the jury pool and will help to ensure that jurors are properly compensated for their service and are equipped with the necessary knowledge to contribute effectively to the justice process, JFJ expressed. Taxi driver in verbal clash with schoolgirl over fare arrested and charged. The taxi driver, who was seen in a video in a verbal clash with a schoolgirl over her fare, has been arrested and charged with a common assault by the Old Harbour Police in St. Catherine. Further, the man who spat at the teen during his expletive-laced remarks has been warned for prosecution by the Transport Authority for unlawfully deceiving a passenger as to the fare for a journey, operating without a badge, and failing to wear a uniform. In addition, the authority says a meeting was held with the owner of the taxi, who subsequently relieved the driver of his duties. The transport regulator condemned the action of the driver. There have been instances of contention between commuters and the public passenger vehicle operators since fares were increased on Sunday, October 15. The authority is reminding operators that children, students in uniform, physically disabled, and the senior citizens pay half of the approved fare. It says any deviation will result in prosecution, and the persons may be fined up to $100,000 if convicted. The public can report acts of overcharging to the agency by calling toll-free 1-888-991-5687 or 876-926-8912 or WhatsApp images or videos to 876-551-8196 or 876-279-8515. Complaints about overcharging should include the license plate numbers, the route for the vehicles, or the location of the incident. Men accused of shooting and injuring policeman in Central Village remanded. 3 men who allegedly shot and injured a policeman in Central Village, St. Catherine, were remanded and their case transferred to the gun court. Kevin Morgan, 29, Denardo James, 26, and a 30-year-old Andrew Reed, all of Central Village addresses, are to return to court on November 10. It is alleged that about 11 p.m. on October 7, a policeman went into Central Village on personal business when he was attacked by the accused men, who allegedly fired several shots, hitting the policeman in the back. The victim was rescued and taken to the Spanish Town Hospital by his colleagues from the Central Village Police Station. An investigation was launched, which resulted in the trio being arrested and charged. They are being represented by attorneys Lancelot Clark, Shade Bailey, and Stephen Jackson. Good afternoon, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for October 20, 2023. And in the news this afternoon, St. Catherine taxi driver arrested in Manchester after telecoms cable theft. A St. Catherine taxi operator has been taken into police custody after he and 2 other men were allegedly caught stealing telecommunication cables in Christiana, Manchester on Friday morning. The police source said the 37-year-old taxi operator was held about 4:30 a.m. when a security guard, with the help of the police, thwarted the theft. On Wildman Street, the police and the security guard observed a white Toyota Probox with the trunk open and the 2 men loading the wire into the vehicle. 2 of the men ran. The police were able to intercept the operator of the vehicle, said the source. The vehicle and the cables were seized. Construction worker killed in Bog Walk. The St. Catherine police have launched an investigation into the murder of a man whose body was found in Pineapple Lane, Bog Walk in the parish. The police have identified him as Kemar Kison, otherwise called 10 Days, a 28-year-old construction worker of Cooley Lane, Bog Walk. It is reported that about 7 p.m. Thursday, Kison was returning from a grocery shop in the community when explosions were heard. Residents later discovered his body and summoned the police. The police say on their arrival, they observed what appeared to be gunshot wounds to Kison's head. He was dressed in a purple shirt and gray shorts with a mosquito coil on his chest and had no shoes on his feet. Manchester woman charged with a cop husband's killing remanded again. The Manchester woman accused of the murder of her husband, Constable Damian Blair, during a domestic dispute at their home in May, was on Thursday further remanded until October 23, when the case was mentioned in the Home Circuit Court. Casey and Blair is facing charges of murder, unauthorized possession of firearm and ammunition. Her case was mentioned for a forensic psychiatric evaluation, which was ordered to be presented. Ms. Blair's attorney, Tamika Harris, had informed the court previously that her client had been receiving psychiatric treatment at the Mandeville Regional Hospital prior to the murder of her husband. The accused woman, who spent 13 days in hospital after the murder, was at the time of the incident found locked inside the house with what appeared to be self-inflicted wounds to her wrist. Sexual offenses spike in St. Mary. Commanding officer for the St. Mary Police Division, Superintendent Bobette Morgan Simpson, says the parish is seeing an alarming spike in sexual offenses. Addressing a recent monthly municipal meeting, Superintendent Morgan Simpson said rape accounts for a significant number of the cases. Since the start of the year to last Thursday, there were 54 cases of sexual offenses committed, of which 21 were cases of rape. For the same period last year, there were 3 cases of rape. Superintendent Morgan Simpson said the number of documented cases in the parish and the age range of those affected is distressing. The victims in the reported rape cases range in age from 6 to 61 years, while those who have been subjected to grievous sexual assault range in age from 4 to 11 years. Victims who were seriously injured during reported sexual assault incidents are as young as 7 years old up to age 43. Superintendent Morgan Simpson is urging parents and guardians to exercise vigilance, noting that children are under threat.
Since the start of the year, January to Thursday to last Thursday when I got this information, we had 54 cases of sexual offenses being committed. Now, of the 54, there are 21 rapes. And rape, last year this time, we had 3 reported rapes in the parish, and it has ballooned to 21. And it is not a good look for us. And the tragedy also is that age range is very distressing. I want to appeal to parents. I want to appeal to grandparents. I want to appeal to adults in general, responsible adults. Our children are under threat. There's buggery on the list as well, but I didn't really mention it initially. So our children, our girls are in trouble. Our little boys, little girls, little boys are in trouble because there are some perverts out there who are watching them and who are doing some really sick things. We have seen an upturn in terms of the numbers. However, we also see where the clear-up rate is going up. So it means that whilst crimes are being committed, crimes are also being solved. And I must also say that since the start of the year, we have recovered 1 shotgun, 6 pistols, 2 revolvers, 2 homemade firearms, and 31 rounds of ammunition in this space. Do not believe that we don't have guns in St. Mary.